Welcome to the Wasteland, Brad and Dan.
Yeah.
It's good to be back.
Here's an armor man.
I've been asleep for a couple centuries, you know? Just trying to get out here and stretch my legs a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. This is Fallout 4. This is the PlayStation 4 version of Fallout 4 specifically.
You can tell by the blue text.
Yeah, no, I
Platform colors.
exactly. No, I made it blue.
I did too.
Like I did in Fallout 3.
Blue looks good.
I like the blue as well.
Do you do Pip-Boy and the rest all blue? Yep,
I did.
Me too.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Also, there was some color, like some of the dialogue is colored if you're using a skill check. And anyway, before we get into it, I'm just going to tell the folks at home, this is maybe about 15 hours in, maybe probably a little bit more than that, as of this recording. So I've got a whole lot left to play between now and when you're actually watching this video. I will have probably finished the game. Anyway, so I will have some quests. You will see some things in this game that, you know, are story things. Obviously. It's a story-based game.
Are you
Wasteland.
Sure
There's a
about this.
narrative.
Okay.
Where's your kid, Jeff?
I don't know. So,
Yes.
as you said, this game opens with you actually before the bombs fell, as they showed back at E3, and you go into cryostasis and are woken up 200 years later.
Is that stuff at the beginning all playable?
Yeah,
Like you're actually playing a
It's
little...
pretty much just the thing you saw from E3.
But you actually are getting to walk around
Yeah.
in
yeah.
pre-apocalypse.
Yep.
Like that's cool. Like that's something that they have mythologized for a long time in this series, right?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like you walk around it for a couple minutes.
Well, yeah.
It's not, you know,
Yeah, I'm
it's
sure
not
that,
really a huge part of the game.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you wake up and a lot of things have changed. This is your hometown now. Here's Sanctuary.
Who the fuck was...
Whoa.
that guy's eyes were glowing.
I don't know, what are you talking about?
I don't know that guy
Is
yet.
that something I shouldn't be asking? It's not the mysterious stranger, is it?
Here's Nick Valentine.
That's not the...
That's a good
Private
name.
Eye.
Well, if he was a stranger, you wouldn't know his name, so...
He's my companion at the moment.
Oh, wow.
So can you not have your dog while
Oh,
you've
look
got
at his
Nick
hand.
Valentine?
Nope, you only have one companion at a time.
He has a T-1000 hand.
Hey,
I'm sorry, T-800.
T-800.
Look at his
Excuse me.
Look at his neck is maybe the more interesting thing here, or lack thereof. Nick is a hard-boiled private eye and a synth.
Is that what they call him?
Yes.
That's a pretty good name for Android.
Yeah. He's a cool dude. He helped us out.
Okay, so...
And now he can be a companion. So I've been bringing him around. He's had a lot of hard-boiled detective things to say about the environments as I go.
some of the early, maybe not leaks, but like speculation about this game when it got announced was that it would have some element of like Android.
It is very much about the Institute.
Synthetic life
it is
component.
about their fake MIT that went underground, and
That stuff was kind of referenced and like you saw a little bit of it in 3, isn't that right?
Wasn't there that big quest with the kind of like Terminal Man thing in 3?
Yeah, like I
Right.
think that was kind of all you saw of that stuff, right?
yeah,
More or less.
I think you're right. It's been a long time since I played 3 or New Vegas, but this game is incredibly similar to those games.
Do you have a flashlight or anything? Yeah.
It's your Pip-Boy.
Yes. Way better.
Yeah, we've got some beds here. I don't like this stool.
Okay. Sit on it.
No,
Come on.
I'm gonna scrap it.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, what?
Now we're in workshop mode here,
What is happening
which is
here?
the base building portion of Fallout 4.
Oh my
this
God.
town, as you see, that's the barrier of this environment out there at the edge.
And is that barrier inflexible, or can you
That
expand?
is inflexible
You can't
as far as I can
expand-
tell.
You can't like make your town bigger or anything?
Yeah, but you can basically do what you want within this area. I've
What?
already cleaned out a lot of the junk, but like, yo, street lamp. When I break down this street lamp, I'll get 10 steel, 5 rubber, a fuse, and a broken light bulb. Hell yeah! This car, gone! This mailbox stand, gone! This mailbox history! What's in this house? Nothing we want.
This is tremendously satisfying.
This
doing
television,
stuff.
fuck it.
Oh, but
Table,
it's,
nope.
But now there's no more. There's no more like set dressing.
This
But then
rug,
you can put your
history.
own in there, Brad.
This is about. Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, are you saying you can
I'm
build?
getting these. I'm getting this
Hang on.
scrap for a reason.
Can you build another oven?
Would that be under furniture?
Maybe power.
Oh God, can you really build another oven? Wait, no, fuck that. Just put a bathtub there.
I built a bobblehead stand to put my bobbleheads
That's
on.
I have a
arguably
basketball
better.
goal. My house only has a basketball goal and a Nuka-Cola vending machine.
Okay,
Nice.
this is awesome. Holy shit. This is what you wanted. Like the house you got in Megaton. Remember that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like this is what that should have been, right? Like,
So
I just want to decorate this place exactly the way I
It goes
want.
well beyond like these sorts of items. Like
Okay.
it is like we'll go to structures and we'll go to metal and well, I'll get outside because this is gonna look weird otherwise. There's so much stuff to scrap in here though. Fuck that chair. That wood crate is history. What is that? A grill? Whatever.
I made a table in my house that I just put all my extra guns on.
Wow, really?
Yeah, that's my gun table.
I keep all my guns in my workbench. All my extra weed whacker. Nope. All right, I need to get outside. And God, I'm lost in this house. I'm sorry. Okay, prefabs. So this is a wall. I mean, it's a corner. It's a doorway, floor and roof. You know, like it's
What was that tube?
that. These are things you can build. You can build a full-on base.
Man, this is
Small metal shack.
pretty extensive.
Large metal shack. You know, so I can go back to, you know, in fact, I'm actually going to. This is where my turret is. Let's see, where do I want to build? This is maybe not going to be perfect, but, you know, whatever. Maple tree,
Do you have a farm?
gone. Yeah, I do.
Cool. I got a bunch of melons in my farm.
I have water pumps.
Yeah?
You're a literal melon farmer. I've got some mute fruits over here. I've got a lot of potatoes.
Yeah, potatoes are good.
And I've got some melons over here as well. This settler, I believe, is manning the crops.
What is up with that guy?
This is still a Bethesda
What?
RPG. And
Oh, he's a human.
A lot of times it just acts fucking
Okay,
weird.
I thought he might be another synth. I wasn't sure.
No, everyone is a synth in this game apparently.
Can you scrap him?
No, but I can move him around. I can command him. I can also set him up as a supply line between the other bases I have.
Okay.
Over the course of the game, you get additional bases that are just like this,
you
only
have-
smaller, bigger. I've got like 5 of them right now.
Really?
Yeah.
You can make a man a turret for defense, or a guard tower.
Yeah.
What is defense for?
Raiders will attack your base.
So
So you see up there, I have 10 defense. That's based on me having these 2 turrets. I think I've got 8 people, 18 food, 15 water. I built these water pumps over here.
Did they just make Fallout Shelter?
Yeah, kind of.
This is just Fallout Shelter.
I mean, it's less. You're not necessarily sending people out on adventures, and you're not forcing them to have sex.
Okay. Oh fuck! Forget it.
I know.
then.
Yeah. So I know you're out.
If I can't get into some horrible eugenics
The
experiments,
hankiest of hanky panky.
what's the point?
Okay, so I'm gonna just build a wall, and I'm real bad at this because I think the wall building is super janky.
Also, yeah, it doesn't look like anything like snaps to a grid or anything like that.
Once I
does it?
plop something down, it will.
Okay.
Well, walls do, but I have trouble when I try to make corners. Like, then they don't seem to, like, latch on the way I want them to.
Wall and roof. This is what I actually want to build, but I actually don't want to. Okay, so I want to build it this way. It doesn't seem like. Well, maybe I'm gonna try hitting. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. You can rotate stuff.
How are you
with,
doing that?
It's the L2 and R2.
Oh, that would help.
Okay, I don't actually. Okay, I want a wall. Corner is not what we want. Okay, so is that just? Okay,
There you go, there's
it's
the wall
walls. There's a
section.
whole separate wall category. I'm sorry. No, we don't want a rounded wall. Wall corner.
So that R1 tag for search thing, that's if you didn't have a component and you wanted
If
those
I was
to be
missing,
highlighted.
yeah, if I was missing wood or steel, I could hit R1 here, and then in the environment, when I find an object like a clock radio or a chair, something that would have wood or steel in it, it'll have a little icon next to it to say, "Hey, this is something you have tagged for search."
That's the little magnifying glass
Yes.
right next to it. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So like, if I'm looking for wood, it marks like
And
pencils and brooms.
So I feel like a lot of these systems are not super well explained
yeah.
in the game. Okay, so we're gonna start a wall right here.
Yeah, that whole R2 L2 rotate thing. I don't remember that being explained ever.
Yeah, that was me going like, surely there's a way to do this. Okay, we want to leave an opening in front of the turret, maybe.
Is what you're doing here just for the sake of this quick look, or does this have any kind of like strategic?
Well, I mean,
value?
if I funnel the bad guys through an opening in my
Okay.
wall here, then they'll walk right into where the turret
So
is.
maybe I should ask a larger question. Like, are you here to witness raids and stuff? Like, you actually?
Whoa!
Well, not now. You're not.
This fucking PS4, I swear.
Oh no, this is that one.
Oh no.
So
That was not the game, right?
no, that's not a problem with the game. This PS4, the eject button gets stuck.
Yeah.
And this is a problem that a lot of people have had with the PS4. And there's like a rubber. Everyone has their own different solution to the
Right.
problem.
It's like there's a screw you can tighten.
Yeah, so I tightened to the screw, and that actually solved the problem for me until right now. apparently.
That's a bad button to get stuck if you're playing a game on a disc.
Yep.
Did you take the rubber foot off?
I just pulled the rubber foot under the eject switch out to see if that would work.
Supposedly that helps too.
It's not accepting the disc right now.
Do you know what is shitty? Capacitive buttons.
Yep.
Don't put capacitive buttons in your electronics unless you're a phone.
All right, I got the disc back in the drive.
To be fair, the new model of PS4 took out the capacitive buttons and just put in mechanical ones.
Jeez.
That's so crappy.
I've had the PC one crash on me, but that's a totally different thing.
Anyway, yeah, again, if just to be clear, that was not the game crashing.
Nope, this happened to be with Call of Duty this morning. God, it sucks so much. And this PS4 has done it for not since long after we got it at launch.
It's been happening for a long time.
But if you tighten up that disk eject screw that's under the hard drive cover, generally that's good for a few months.
Until it works its way loose
until I just did it today, and then it just fucking, oh man, I swear.
Can you can zoom in and stuff on the, there you go, yeah.
Man, I was getting really into that base. I was really excited to see where that wall was going.
Well, so yeah, you can build walls, you can build structures. They showed off some of that at E3. I haven't gotten super into the structure building end of it because I think those tools are kind of janky.
How big a part of the game is that? Like, could you completely ignore it if you wanted to?
It seems like you could.
Really? Okay.
I'll show you the useful stuff about having a base. And I've only really outfitted this one base. Like, I could spend more time, outfitting others, but like those objects, when I went around scrapping all that stuff goes into your workshop at that base. I could manually carry it to another workshop and then use that to build a different base, but generally it's like you're kind of starting from scratch in each one. The inventory in your workshop doesn't carry over. There's our synth friend again. Okay, so...
I think they'd make him a little prettier, but, you know.
No, he's a prototype.
Ah.
Also, the other thing this game does, like, one of the first things that happens is you get power armor.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're just like, screw it, man. Remember that thing you had to wait a really long time to get? You got power. Now I have 2 sets of power armor.
Wow. So that's a weird steering wheel?
Don't you have to have like a frame and then you put the pieces in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are the pieces that make up this set of power armor. So you can kind of repair the pieces, replace the pieces, all that sort of stuff. There's a power armor frame.
Is power armor meant to be left over from before the bombs fell?
The Brotherhood of Steel uses power armor.
Right, but
also, yes, I believe that some power armor, power armor did exist prior to, as part of the war with the Chinese.
Yeah, just the whole timeline of the Fallout universe has been super fascinating to me. The weird alternate history and stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, so you saw me build that stuff. You can scrap stuff. You can objects that are out in the world that I'm picking up. If I bring up my thing here and go to, do I have anything on me? So you see over there, this toaster is 2 spring, 2 steel. This typewriter's 3 gears, 2 screws, 3 springs. Upper skull is just bone.
What?
So everything you pick up breaks down into a component that is then used for building things. And it's not just structures, it's not just your base. Like, I built this generator and then had to attach that wire from the generator to this recruitment radio beacon.
This is kind of complicated.
Yeah.
I mean, not overly so, but like, there's obviously a process to getting a lot of this stuff up and running.
Right, and they walk you through kind of the, hey, build a generator, but even that stuff is not, it's not spelled out as well as I think they maybe should have for something that can be as complicated as this stuff is. So, in my workshop, I keep all my extra stuff. So I got like a bunch of pistols in here and, a bunch of alarm clocks and gas masks.
This doubles as storage then?
Yeah.
Okay.
And all of the structures, all of the workbenches in this base share that inventory.
Oh, but it's isolated to each
isolated
settlement?
to this location. There's a perk that lets you set up supply lines, which I started, and you assign humans to be supply lines to walk between your bases.
Okay.
But I have zero idea what that even does.
So that doesn't immediately just share the inventory across all the
No, that's what I was hoping it would do, and it totally didn't do that. Wow. So I'm like, all right, well, that was a perk point, I guess.
Is there any respecking?
Not that I've seen so far.
Okay. I will not take that perk then.
I would wait until other people figure out what all the perks do, or something like that. So, weapons. These can be upgraded as well in a lot of different points, and it'll build these weapon names for you. So this started as a 10mm pistol, but now it's a compensated armor-piercing 10mm auto pistol.
You can also rename them.
You can rename them. With this gun I got from someone is just straight up called Righteous Authority, but it is kind of a different colored laser rifle, which is a more standard item. It just has some cooler shit on it.
What's the star do?
That means it's kind of a specific item or a legendary item.
Gotcha. I don't think I have those yet.
If you beat legendary creatures out there, they will often drop something like this. Basically, if you pick up an item and it shows up on screen and says, "Hey, this has a special property. Like this laser musket does 50% more damage against Mirelurks and bugs." It'll pop up when you loot it to say, "Hey, you just got a cool thing."
That's cool.
So that's the thing that this one has that a normal rifle that you built with these items wouldn't have. Is critical shots do double damage, critical meter fills 15% faster.
So the loot in the last game, or the equipment in the last game, was pretty generic.
Yeah.
From what I remember.
So weapons don't degrade here, but you can upgrade them. So standard receiver is what I've got on this gun right now. If I had the gun nut perk, which I do not, I would be able to replace the receiver with a superior rate of fire, better damage, improved armor penetration, superior damage, and so on. I can replace the barrel with a short light barrel for improved hip fire accuracy, which actually we're going to do that, so that it'll automatically break down the junk that it needs to break down to get those objects. I don't have to go like scrap the desk fans myself. It'll just do that. Short stock, that's all I can really put on there. I could put a large drum on here. It'll reduce my reload speed.
Takes the weight down. Wait, no.
No,
the minus means
the weight goes up
because that's bad.
Yeah, it's bad. Okay. So that's another weird one. We've already got a reflex sight on it, and muzzles are all gun nut. You need the gun nut perk for muzzles.
Have you gotten a flare gun?
Yeah.
I haven't used it yet, but they say you shoot it in the air and you'll get like dudes coming up to help you.
Yeah, so you're kind of, that's one of the quest lines is you reforming a crew called the Minutemen. And the other Minutemen will come to your aid if you fire the flare gun. I haven't fired it. Also, there are not a ton of Minutemen out there, so I wonder, I'm not actually sure what would happen. So I can, even the melee weapons, I can, like this came electrified when I got it. But if I had Blacksmith 2 and Science 1, I would be able to put a stun pack on it, and so on. Understandable?
Yep.
This system I've liked a lot, just the little I've used it so far.
Yeah, it's been good. It means that, like I keep picking up all these other 10mm pistols out here, but I don't need to do anything with them because it's not like my existing pistols don't degrade, and I've upgraded the one that I like a lot. So I'm really just getting them thinking like, well, I'll sell them, or it's just more steel.
I occasionally give weapons to the people in my settlement. It's just like, hey, if shit goes down, have this gun.
That's cool.
That's probably a good idea. Maybe I should look into that.
So that's what I was trying to ask when the game booted out, or we got booted out, rather. Do you witness raids happening? Like, do raiders?
Yeah, straight up raiders showed up and I gunned them down.
Because you were talking about
my turret started firing, like stuff starts happening.
Because you were talking about creating a choke point with your wall, and stuff like that.
Yes, they will run up on you.
Let's say you're out in the wasteland doing something else. Will you get an alert saying, "Hey, sanctuary"?
I have not seen one.
Okay.
But I can't tell you. I don't know for sure. So. Armor, same deal, but in these cases, a lot of times the things you need to upgrade armor are leather. And to get leather, like you see here, I can actually scrap things from this menu, but it doesn't show, for whatever reason, it doesn't show armor that I have stored in the workbench here. So it'd be nice if it should show that here, because there's a lot of like shitty armor that I could break down for leather that I would then need to upgrade some of these items. Does that make sense? Okay. Lightweight reinforced combat armor chest piece is the one that I'm wearing. I reinforced it and made it a lighter build to get the weight down. Encumbrance is still a thing. One of my least favorite things, really.
Yeah.
You just want to steal everything.
I put a lot of points into strength just to get my weight up as much as possible.
Yeah.
But I haven't found any vendors yet. I'm about 7 hours in, and I just want to get rid of shit.
Are you just pumping your health up?
Yep, pumping up my health here at the water pump.
All right. Hey man, water, it's important to stay hydrated in the wasteland.
I can tap the touchpad here and play in third person.
Okay.
I can take off my armor if you want to see stuff here. So yeah, you wear a jumpsuit and then you have arm and leg armor and a chest piece.
On top of the jumpsuit?
And then a helmet on top of the jumpsuit.
I think that's different, right? I think the jumpsuit used to be armor.
I believe, yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
So the jumpsuit is not super resilient, but it does have,
stats on it.
I upgraded it to be insulated.
Okay.
And so it does 10 energy resistance, 10 radiation resistance.
And that's all.
And I've yet to find a better kind of underpiece.
And I assume that stacks with your external armor?
Right.
Important question, what did you do with your wife's wedding ring? I see you have yours on.
It's in the workbench.
Okay. All right, so you're keeping it safe?
I didn't want to carry it around.
Okay, same here.
Might need that metal.
No.
So yeah, some of these have additional, like this is +2 luck, you see. I have this one here that slows time when I get to 20% or less health in battle, which is kind of cool.
I've had trouble with just comparing between what I have equipped and what I'm looking at.
Yeah, like this stuff's all over the place. You see, like left arm's here, right arm's here, jumpsuits in the middle. You know, like I feel like there could be a way better apparel. Like I think a lot of the Pip-Boy stuff actually isn't great.
I do like the sort thing. When you sort by weight, it's easy to tell what you can scrap, and you sort by value and damage, things like that.
Damage, value, weight. Yeah,
it looks cool. Nice scan lines.
Yeah,
nice little phosphor glow.
Brad, what if you could wear it on your actual arm via an app on your iPad?
I don't know.
So yeah, you know, you have a face, all that sort of stuff. You can, you can see yourself in cutscenes, but the first thing you do is get a cool helmet and wear it because you want the armor. So most of the cutscenes have been not my face, not my character's face.
There's definitely no like don't show helmet in.
I have not seen anything
in dialogue
to that effect.
Would that be on display?
Also, the Pip-Boy app is not available as of this recording, so I haven't tried any of that. No, display is just all the color stuff.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah.
Hang on. They just straight up give you RGB. Oh wow.
Yeah, that's how they did it before.
Are you sure?
I think so.
I thought in 3 it was just green, amber, and blue.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah.
But
that's cool.
I remember it being a pump that water, Nick Valentine.
He doesn't even need water.
You're a robot. What do you need with water?
What if we go roam around a little bit?
Sure.
It's like sun's about to come up, and I always feel like dawn is a good time to check out the graphics in an open world game. You know?
Yeah.
See what the lighting is doing. See what kind of shadows they got.
Yeah. So I have a lot of quests here. We'll get into that after we wander around a little bit. This is the map. I can zoom it out like that. Fast travel.
Okay.
That sort of stuff.
Fast travel seems real easy. Like if you've been there, you can just warp there. You don't have to go to like a signpost or anything like that.
Yeah. And then you want to hear some radio while we roam?
Sure. What's up with 3 Dog?
I don't know. He lives in a different part of the wasteland.
Right. I forgot.
This is the Boston area.
Right. This is not. It's not the capital wasteland anymore.
Yeah. They allude to it.
Yeah.
A little bit. At some point, I will read up on when this game is set in comparison to the events of that game.
Scrap that tire.
Fuck that tire. It's gone.
Middle of the road.
It's also like you'll see some like that pad where a house used to be. The whole house was collapsed, and you just scrap the whole thing at once.
Feels great.
And it just feels great.
What does the happiness meter do? Have you found much with that? Because like when you go into workshop mode, it shows the happiness of the outpost.
Yeah. Well, if you don't have enough defenses there, they'll be unhappy.
There was a happiness stat in Fallout Shelter as well, and I'm trying to remember what that did. I would have to look it up.
I think if they're unhappy, they leave. You know, so if you're trying to grow a settlement for whatever reason, then that'd be bad. I have another settlement that is just like one dude at a fucked up drive-in movie theater where there's a bed and a generator and a water pump pumping what appears to be irradiated water.
The dude's having a hell of a time.
Good luck. I've got a perk that prevents me from taking radiation damage in the water. Radiation, I feel like, has been a real factor in this game for me.
Yeah, me too. More so than 3, for sure.
Interesting.
I hear bugs.
That's a bug.
Fuck that bug. For whatever reason, I can't. So running takes AP, and AP is what you use for
Vats.
For Vats.
Okay. Well, you can just shoot them. That seems to work.
Yeah, the shooting's not bad.
It feels a lot better than last time.
It feels a lot better.
Yeah,
but
3 was unplayable as a first-person shooter.
Generally speaking, if you get the reticle on something and pull the trigger, at least your first shot will hit.
Okay.
There's some exceptions to that. I've definitely had some cases where I'm like, man, that seems like that should have hit.
Do you get the perk where their heads blow up more?
Bloody mess?
Yeah.
Always get bloody mess. Every Fallout game, always get bloody mess.
What's up with that guy?
That's Nick Valentine.
Oh, he's rolling with you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I see
Nick's on the case.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a trench coat and a fedora. He better be.
He literally gives you a fedora after you you rescue him at one point, and he's like, "Here you go, kid. Help me out with some cases."
Did I see that Vats no longer totally freezes time?
Vats no longer totally freezes time.
Okay.
It's fucking crazy.
That seems like a necessary change. Like, Vats made 3 so fucking easy.
Oh shit! I don't know what just happened, but I got fucked up.
Vats him.
Mongrel.
So I have my crit here. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna burn it.
Wait, what do you mean?
So
you activate a crit
You
manually?
activate a crit amid Vats. Oh shit.
Was that a...
There are super mutants over there.
Somebody just shoot a nuke?
Yeah.
Was that a mushroom cloud?
Yeah. All right. This rifle is bolt action and takes a while. Actually, it might have been a suicider. A suicide mutant, which is good because maybe I've had suicide mutants just take out all the mutants before. I'm gonna hit square and get my critical.
Does that just recharge?
It does more damage. And critical recharges, like every time you hit in Vats, there's bloody mess for
That's
you.
a bloody mess right there.
Every time you you hit in Vats, your critical meter goes up. And when it is full, you can hit execute critical.
Is that built in, or was that a perk that
That's
you had to
built in,
take?
yeah.
Okay. I am heartily encouraged to see that you can just point and shoot at things.
Yeah.
That seems like a
bad
nice,
shot.
a nice
Another bad
change.
shot. Oh God, God, why?
None of this is good.
He's kind of behind a tree.
You're kind of behind a tree.
That's why it's safer back here.
But too much is
I like this music. Shoot out in the woods.
Dan, you're playing on PC, right?
I am, yes.
Have you seen anything about custom music support or anything like that?
Nothing about custom music.
I mean, I'm
I haven't
sure-
really dug around or anything.
I'm sure somebody
Okay.
can mod it in if they want.
Super Mutants orders. We just got Super Mutants orders. Why don't we go into our inventory and read what this Super Mutants orders were?
Is this? You say that like it's not the first time you've seen that.
But when I think of
I have 2 of them now.
Okay.
Let's read the Super Mutants orders.
Okay.
Parts of this game are absolutely amazing.
That is great. Man. That doesn't even.
That doesn't even do anything
I
for
was
you.
gonna, like you in most games like this, you would see that and think like, oh, that'll start a quest if I read it.
Yeah, I was reading it and go because I was in the middle of a quest when I saw it, so I thought like, oh, maybe this guy will have been sent by the guy I'm chasing, or I got that. I was like, fucking awesome.
It's really good. What time of day is it? Do you have a?
There is a clock. I just don't remember where it is. Is it on?
I think, is it when you
stats?
save?
No, it's
No, 'cause
it'll
you have to be
show
able
on the
to-
Pip-Boy.
You have to be able
there
to
it is.
sleep
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's
stuff, right?
5:30 in the morning.
Okay.
And when you walk up to a mattress or whatever, it'll say sleep for blank
Yeah, you
hours.
can
right,
you know,
right.
same type deal. So they sent over the console versions of the game prior to sending over PC, and the more of this PS4 version I play, the more I think, man, I cannot wait to play this game on the PC. But for review purposes, I'm too deep into the game to start over right now and
Yeah.
still hit a reasonable deadline. So I'm playing the PS4 version, which is, there've been cases where you're kind of up high and it starts to look like, like an N64 game. It's very foggy. It's, the frame rate's not awesome. Some of the textures look a little grungy. Like,
Too much of that stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
found
that's-
on PC the load times are real short, frame rates are real good.
do you have it installed to an SSD?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember reviewing Skyrim on the 360 and then moving over to the PC version, and it was just like, oh,
Right.
and this sounds like kind of a similar case.
These are some bad shots. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
There we go.
That is it's a bloody mess.
The bugs can be hard to hit with guns because they're bugs.
Yeah.
If you have an automatic rifle and you let them get pretty close, you can really mow them down. But this bolt action rifle is maybe not the best weapon to be using on these guys anyway.
Is there a better way to get rid of radiation than Radaway that you've found so far?
There's eventually a doctor you can talk to, and for 40 caps, he seems to cure your radiation.
Okay, all right.
Depending on what faction stuff you do, if you end up with those guys, it's not
Right.
maybe not a guarantee. But
Yeah, I haven't found anything besides
Okay,
Radaway.
here we go.
Is that a skill book?
Yep.
So do you have to have that in your inventory
wait.
for that to be active, or is it all the time? Like, could you sell that or scrap it right now?
I don't know.
I keep them there anyway.
It has 0 weight, so there's no reason
Yeah.
not to. 5% less damage from melee attacks. That sounds
So
great.
hang on, that is different than how they used to work, right?
I think before you would like use it, and
Yeah.
it would
Yeah.
you'd
So
get a
now
point that
it's just
way.
as soon as you pick up a comic book.
It has a built-in perk of its own.
Yeah.
So how does that? Is now the time to look at the skill system? Like, how does that play into the way the perk
Sure.
stuff has changed?
So let's look at the perk chart.
Not to spend the whole quick look in menus, but
So
this is quite a menu, though.
at the very top, you see the special skills, and the stars are how many points I have in each stat right now.
Okay.
I have put some additional points into these stats from, you have 21 to distribute at the beginning of the game. There's no questionnaire that'll pre-distribute them for you or anything like that. It's just literally
You just pick.
pick. So for each star I have or for each point I have in the base stat, that determines which perks I can use. So this first one down requires strength 1, this one's strength 2, strength 3, strength 4, and so on until we get down to this point, and I can't use the strength 7 one unless I go up and spend a point to go up to strength 7. Items will enhance your stats, but not to the point where you can get perks that you wouldn't normally be able to get.
Okay. So wait, hang on. So you're putting points into each stat, but then you're also buying perks.
Yes. So I have
like,
one.
are there 2 separate currencies? Or are there skill
No, it's
points?
one.
And then
That's it. You whenever you get a skill point, you get to put it into any one of these things that you have access to.
Okay.
I like that one, that Vans one. That has helped me a couple times. When sometimes the objective indicator will be like, I can't tell where the fuck this wants me to go. You just go into Vats, it just draws like a big neon green line across the ground.
Yeah.
Like that has led me to like, if it's kill everyone in this factory, it will lead you right to the last guy you got to kill.
Maybe
in the
I'll get
factory.
that then.
It's good.
That didn't seem like something I really needed.
No, it's good.
I got I put 1 point into lock picking. I'll probably put another point there. I put 1 point into hacking so I can get the advanced terminals. A lot of these things are unchanged. You know, the bobby pin, like the hack, the door, the lock picking minigame is identical.
Yeah.
The hacking thing is identical.
With the word find.
And it's one of those things where it's like, well, from a lore perspective, of course everyone would use the same computers in this wasteland world. But when it first popped up for the first time, I was like kind of disappointed. I was like, oh man, they made another Fallout game, didn't they? You know, of course, I put 1 point into Bloody Mess. That's 5% bonus damage. You know, it just goes up.
What was the last part of
The
Bloody
last
Mess?
one is it might chain. Nearby enemies
They might all just
also.
explode.
Yeah, which sounds kind of cool. Mysterious Stranger, I put 1 point into that, and then from there it's just like he shows up more frequently, and when he kills, your crit meter is filled on the last one.
Have you seen him?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Even with only 1 point?
Yeah. And so you see these also have level requirements here. So it's not just luck 4, it's like for the second one I need to be level 22 as well.
I love all these little animations too. This is kind of a cool
Yeah, they all have sound
layout.
effects once you unlock them here.
Yeah. Come on.
And again, there's no way to like toggle a perk off and take something else. You're
I've
stuck
not
with-
seen any respec
you're
of
stuck
any
with-
sort.
stuck with what you got.
So I put 1 point into getting, some more carrying. Local leader is what lets you establish supply lines, but again, I don't know what that does. The second point lets you build stores and workstations.
You get, what do you get, 1 point per level?
Yep.
I think I read that there's no level cap in this game.
That would make sense. I mean, if you get up here, it seems like level 50 is where
It's like the highest
where it tops out.
requirement.
Yeah. In terms of like, the level requirements for the perks. But yeah,
was
if
just
it just
kinda-
kept going, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I was just kind of wondering how precious you need to be about which perks you take, or if you can just
I've
kind
been
of.
pretty fast and loose about like what do I need at this given moment.
Yeah.
Like, and it seems like, I'm taking too much radiation poisoning, so let's get 1 point of lead belly. Hey, I'm like radiation is actually a real problem. So radiation in this game will appear on your HP meter, and it'll come from the top down. So it's basically as you get more radiation damage, your maximum health is lowered.
It's almost like a Dark Souls thing when like you're on Hollow or whatever, and it would cap your HP.
Right. And right now I think my HP is capped due to a quest decision I made here where show effects, max HP down by 10 because of mole rat disease.
How have the quests been? How's the writing? How's the stuff to do?
Some of it's been interesting.
Yeah.
I like Nick here. I think he's an interesting character. They've set up, there's a city inside of Fenway Park, Diamond City. That's been, I've definitely seen some things in the world like, oh, that's cool. That this is how the wasteland, this is what they decided to do in their post-apocalyptic world. But yeah, the writing's been okay. I think that some of the cutscenes and some of the talking, it suffered from it being a Bethesda open world game, and that like I got to this pivotal moment where I caught up with this guy that I'd been like looking for kind of a long time, and for whatever reason, when I had the conversation with him, it was in such a position that most of the shot was taken up by a computer terminal that was kind of blocking the frame. Like this game is janky. Like the dog will hover in the air and stuff.
Yeah.
Like companions block your way too frequently. It's a Bethesda game.
They're still building on that same tech they've been using for years.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like they deal in scale, not in like precision and detail.
They do, and I
necessarily.
think that I think that this game still traffics in that quite well.
Yeah.
from what I've played of it so far.
Does it feel? I mean, maybe this is a question is moot because they all do, but like, does it feel as open and like essentially just kind of aimless? Like, can you ignore the storyline and just do side quests?
I mean,
and
look at how
fuck
many
around?
quests I have right now. You know, this is just
Like that hasn't changed, right?
no. There's just a ton of shit that I have active at this
Wow.
moment.
Okay.
And that doesn't even count, you know, miscellaneous stuff where it's like,
Wow. Okay. Like even the miscellaneous stuff has like named character objectives in it.
yeah.
All right. So you could just get in this game and wander for a few dozen hours, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right. Good. I'm in.
Oh,
Why don't you use
Sometimes
the
you
up
hit-
on your D-pad
for what?
for the cross thing when you change weapons? Do you not have anything on your?
Oh, I just haven't put anything there. I don't know.
weird. Huh. And do you ever put like stim packs or grenades or anything on there?
Stimpack is on down right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I'm going out to stake me some government land.
That dog.
What's up?
Mongrel's not so wild anymore.
I find that I have to have a lot of different weapons kind of hotkeyed because ammo has been a consistent problem.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like I've been favoring one gun for a while, and then hopefully by that time I've picked up a bunch of different ammo for one of these other weapons, and then suddenly you find yourself fighting a bunch of guys that have laser guns, and you're like, okay, awesome, I can finally get some cells for my good weapon. I've started spending money here and there on ammo. I took a perk point in find more ammo.
I've always loved the look of the weapons in this, just like, you know, screws being your reticle, things like that.
Yeah. Everything's rusty and
Yeah.
ramshackle.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That was Uranium Fever by, oh man, by Elton.
What's out there to your left?
Yes. Right. Said so.
I want to get a sense of the size of the landscape and stuff. All right. Okay.
Some recent
Yeah.
activity in.
There are, you know, like the previous Fallout games, there are other vaults to explore, and each one has their own fucked up situation. You're just like, man,
The vaults were like,
Vault Tech, they are monsters.
yeah, I get the sense that like when the bombs fell, it would be better to be in a vault than not. But at the same time, being in a vault is not necessarily like all roses.
Yeah.
Like that, everybody was fucked to some degree, even if you were sheltered. I got the sense from the what are those things called? It's
Vertibirds.
Vertibird, right? I got the sense from that first trailer they put out. There's a lot more environment variety. Is that being borne out?
There's a lot of city. There's a, you know, the when you get into proper downtown and stuff like that, like it's some very large areas.
Okay. It just whoa.
So
It seemed like there might be more stuff that looked like my memory of 3 is very samey.
Yeah.
Like very generic, very homogeneous landscape, you know? Like everything was like kind of the same color palette, same basic terrain.
yeah. Well,
Like-
so far I think a lot of it has looked a lot like this,
Okay,
but there
okay.
are cities as well. There, you know,
okay.
you
I
get
think the
into
DLC for 3 opened it up.
Yeah,
a bit,
yeah,
with
sure.
The spaceship and the swampy
Yes,
place. and-
absolutely.
yeah.
God, you're right. Didn't they made that like
The pit.
they made that weird ass alien DLC?
Yeah, it was one of the
Right.
last ones. Yeah.
But the base game was like everything kind of looked the same.
Yep. Lots of subway stations.
Right.
Yeah.
And just lots of. I mean, it's a wasteland. I guess I shouldn't be too harsh on that.
And, you know, it's a wasteland based on a real place. So
Right.
at some point, you know, the Boston area is going to look like the Boston area.
Yeah.
How's harmonics?
A wasteland. You mean right now?
Ooh. Hey, I remember this.
The cheat tools that people built on websites to. Oh shit!
Brad Roach.
Oh, that's just bad shooting.
Can't remember. Did 3 have the melee button with the weapon at all times like this does?
I don't remember. That's I have not gone back to play old Fallout yet.
I use it a lot in this.
What's the button?
R1, R2 is shoot, R1 is melee.
I don't remember that.
I don't either.
I could be wrong, but I thought didn't you have to equip a melee weapon?
That's what I thought.
I think
to
you're
melee.
right, and this game does have melee weapons as well.
But you can, like,
so
block.
that becomes power melee, and then the zoom in becomes a block. Which that they had. I think they had.
Is it just zoom is just on left trigger?
Yeah.
Like it plays like a shooter.
Oh yeah. This guy's got an 8-ball. All right.
It's party. Can you? So you can only break stuff down for scrap in a settlement? Is that
Yes.
right? But can you take stuff that you've picked up out here and go back and break it down?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Okay. Legendary rat roach. Okay,
Man,
Professor Goodfields is on our side.
I want to play this game. Oh man.
He looks legendary.
All right, we're gonna switch to a more accurate weapon to deal with this.
Jeff, thank you for taking this review. Because I'm really glad to not have to like pound through this. This seems like a thing you just want to like wander around in.
That's how I've been playing it. So.
Well, sure, that's fine, obviously, but
so much for legendary. Ooh, incendiary machine gun.
where exactly was it keeping a Tommy gun?
It's a big rad roach.
Sets target on fire for 15 points of damage.
That sounds-
That's fucking rad, roach. So the problem with the areas where you can build is it makes me look at areas like this and go, man, I want to turn that bed into metal, but you can't.
It didn't seem like you were short on metal.
No, I'm
From what I
definitely
saw.
not. Where did Professor Goodfields go?
Who's Professor Goodfield?
I don't
That's
know.
him, right there.
This is like your first time?
Fucking awesome.
Man.
At a chemistry station, you can make drugs.
Okay.
So we've got a psycho jet lab set up here. There's a part of me that wishes that like there was
Psycho
a
jet.
more direct link to skooma and some drug in the
Sure.
Fallout universe.
Just link them
Just
all
say
up.
like, no, this is just thousands of years in the future from that game.
Sure. Oh wait.
Oh, so this will become a workshop. This will become an area that I
settlement?
can build out. It looks like.
Wow. Hey, you can scrap that bed after all.
Yeah. All right.
Psycho Jet is a pretty good name for a fake drug.
Well, it's so there's Psycho and there's Jet, and so
Okay.
Psycho Jet is like a speedball or something. I don't know. So yeah, I guess if we clear out enemies in this location, maybe we can build here. This actually looks like a pretty nice spot.
Have you been giving drugs to that old lady back in Sanctuary?
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves drugs.
She loves them. People around there don't really like it. Oh, hey, what's up?
Oh, it
You
mutated.
mutated.
What?
Nope, don't shoot Professor Goodfields. Oh, okay. I think Nick took care of my problem. Reduces damage from Mirelurks and bugs by 15%.
What is that? Is that a gauntlet? Like
Yeah,
arm
there's like a
armor,
left arm
gloves? Okay.
Goodfields is just a real tripper, you know? Okay, so it still says there are enemies here.
He likes to feel good, man.
Wild Tato Blossom.
Can you hold it against him?
Robots got a right to party,
Sure.
too. Or do they? I mean,
don't-
that seems like that could be a big theme of this
One of
game.
the deep moral questions
Yeah.
explored in Fallout 4.
You know, so I suspect that, you know, like with Nick being a synth, you know, and that sort of stuff, like there's definitely the big struggle seems to be Institute versus Brotherhood of Steel. I mean, I don't know where the story ends up really, but you know, there are definitely factions at play. It seems like they will probably have you make decisions about like, hey, what, you know, who are you going to side with, and how far are you going to side with them, and that sort of stuff. I don't know to what extent or which factions will actually play into that. But
Is there any kind of exposed rep system, or
no, I don't think there's an exposed system, but you will definitely, like your companions will, you will see like a so-and-so loved that, so-and-so hated that.
okay? So there is something happening
Like
under the
when I
hood?
give the old lady in town drugs, the other dude who's protecting that town is like not into that. He's like, come on. He doesn't actually say that. It'd be cooler if he said that.
Let's go somewhere else.
I was gonna try to wander around and clear this area of enemies
okay.
to see if I could then use it. But whatever, we found it. I can always fast travel back here some other. Hey, what's up?
So I'm kind of noticing. Well, okay, never mind. I was about to say I'm noticing that you're kind of not using Vats by default here.
I just wanted to use Vats until
Stranger.
that dude showed up.
Wait, hang on. So is Nick Valentine cosplaying the mysterious stranger?
Maybe. It was pretty awesome to see the two of them there working in tandem. Carrots. I can plant the carrots.
Fancy hairbrush.
All right, we got some jet, we got some mentats.
Weird. That looks exactly like the weapon part crates in Tomb Raider.
Weird. Chem box. Some brain fungus.
Cool.
You can eat that. It's food. you know.
Is all food and water irradiated? Like, is that always a consideration?
If you purify water, I think it's fine.
Like water that I get from my base out of that water pump is not radiated. And a lot of food you can cook. Once you've cooked it, it no longer gives you rads.
I like cooking too because it feels like it consolidates. Like instead of having 20 of something, you'll make like 4 stews or whatever.
Okay. Oh, there we go. I can now use the workshop, but well, I wonder. Okay, so yeah.
That's what you can build here.
This is now a
settlement.
Clean it up.
Oh, that fucking.
The center blocks.
Look at this crap. Wait.
Yeah. There you go.
Is it just gonna float in the air? Oh.
Stuff will fall.
Okay. Break down that rock.
No, the rock is not. This chair gone. Stereo, come on.
You got a stereo on your wrist.
I like all this music too.
Yeah, is there a lot of it? Are there other stations?
There are other stations. You know,
But
again,
I'm sure
it's one of those things that depends on where you are in the world, which stations you can get.
It's all like stuff from the 20s and 30s
these are
or
stations
whatever.
that I've encountered so far. Some of these songs seem written in the style of that, but are clearly not originally from that era. Oh, that bed is gone.
Just scrap this house, man.
Yeah, well, there are no people living here, and there are already 7 beds, which is great. So I could just set up a water pump, power, turn on the recruitment beacon, and start getting people here. But to what end? I don't know yet. So
they're not generating resources or anything like that?
So one of the things you can build is a scavenger bench, and it seems like if you assign a person to that maybe they would find resources over time.
Okay.
But I haven't looked into that yet. Okay, so that's great. We got another spot. That's cool. Again, I don't know. Let's bust it south.
Yeah, I want to see something different.
Fucking good feels.
Good feels are gonna hold it down here.
I should have looked to see if there were items in that workbench already. Usually when you first get one, there'll be some stuff there already. That's a thing.
Does that happen a lot?
Here and there. Not a ton.
And to be clear, there is no online component to any of the settlement stuff whatsoever,
Not
right?
that I've seen.
Okay, because I remember at E3
Your FOB gets invaded, and then I
buy insurance.
Ooh.
They had made some references to like economy type stuff, like there's some buying and selling of items and stuff.
Oh, you're right, they did,
Yeah, remember
didn't
that?
they?
Remember that? Like,
Shit.
like when they said that, it made me wonder, like, are you going to be able to trade with other players through your respective settlements? Or something like that? That's... well, that didn't seem to work out too well. No, that's working all right.
Have you found a way to throw grenades in Vats?
Shit! No, I've not really messed with grenades much at all.
Okay.
Dude, yeah, this frame rate is really chunking up here.
Yes, the frame rate is not awesome.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Also, I'm out of bullets for this gun.
That's rough.
Come on!
Did you just switch weapons quickly without doing the D-pad thing?
I did the D-pad thing.
Okay, all right.
That guy's got fucking power armor, and now we are taking it. Even though now I can't run.
I love
this.
his-
Was a horrible mistake.
Oh man.
I like how he had power armor and a switchblade.
I really like his casual leg cross. Oh man, that thing is just going for it.
I'm just gonna crit and hope that does it. So yeah, you'll get hit mid Vats. You know, it's
Jesus.
Man.
dog armor. I wonder if I could probably put that on my
You
dog.
probably could.
Oh no. You still take limb damage. All right, let's use some recovery items here and probably drop a bunch of shit, at least temporarily here until I can. We're keeping that dog armor though. All right, we're gonna drop all that power armor because it's heavy.
So valuable.
Like, you mean monetarily or in terms of resources?
It says value there, and it was like 150 each.
Is this your perk kicking in? The
Yeah.
Slow down?
Yeah, that item, that leg armor, that Martyr's Tempered Raider right leg, will.
Oh, that was not a skill tree perk.
That's not a skill tree perk.
Oh, wow.
That just comes with this fucking
man.
armor. It was
That
just an awesome drop.
Seems incredibly useful.
Yeah, but yes, I forgot to actually heal up.
What is a dictol?
That's if you get addicted to some chems, you can cure your addictions.
How is addiction represented?
I have not used any drugs because I'm not a fucking dirtbag.
Stim packs are drugs, right?
That's medicine!
Oh, okay.
Man.
Sorry. Slippery slope.
Alright, that'll reduce my rads too. Mutant Hound shops are useful.
Wow.
I actually don't need to reduce my rads, but so health you see there slowly ticks up after you eat. It's not an instant full health, even on a stim pack. Oh. You. That. Now.
I noticed you're going for body shots a lot more. Like, or maybe it was just how I played, but in Fallout 3, I would just get close enough for a headshot all the time.
Yeah, I'm just trying. Oh, shit.
Has the dynamic changed there, or?
No. Am I still carrying too much? I'm still carrying too much.
I tend to go for the chest if it's like, 50 head, 75 chest, I'll go chest.
Right.
Yeah, I've not been risking the headshots on Vats too much, but I also have not been using Vats that frequently.
Like, that's kind of good to hear. Like, that you don't have to use Vats all the time is...
It's really good for bugs, especially if you're trying to melee a bug, because they just flutter around in their fucking assholes, That grenade, I think, is really close to me, and that's gonna be... Okay, that wasn't so bad. I mostly just use Vats to see where people are.
Yeah.
All right, Raider scum. Let's pipe rifle this guy. We're gonna pipe it up. Dab! Oh, God. That pipe pistol is this weapon that I have, just completely not upgraded.
Huh.
So it's like you put a long barrel on it, you put, whatever you want on it, and you end up with pipe rifle.
I thought that was a PlayStation for a second. I just noticed that your gun is reinforced with wooden splints.
Yeah. Where's this turret? Okay. Wait, where's that? Oh,
that's
Nick.
Nick.
Okay. Nick is just getting lit up by this, wherever this turret is.
Poor Nick.
Nick don't give a fuck.
Does he speak?
Yeah.
Is he a character?
He's been talking as we've been going.
Or I mean, I guess
What's up? My friend has something for you. Badass.
That's great. Is he like an active player in the story?
Yes.
Okay. We should go talk to some people because I want to see the dialogue stuff.
All right, I'm in the middle of something here.
Well, I know.
We won't go inside. That's an indoor area. Let's see what the reception terminal has to say on it. Okay. The hatch leading into the old tunnels connected to this facility. Exit points no longer. Okay.
Did you find the Donkey Kong game?
Yeah, I was actually gonna do that as soon as... There we go. Load holotape.
I was about to ask.
I think I got another game, actually, that I haven't played yet. I got Pitfall.
Oh, wait. Are holotapes something you can just load on any terminal?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Dude, what?
You can fast travel, jump through screens using tunnels. That's awesome, because that's exactly how Pitfall worked. Wait. Can I go to the left? You always want to go to the left. Yep. Like, this is a pretty good... Oh, man. Oh, dude. Oh, well, I have health, so that's different. Oh. Oh, it doesn't make any noise. All right, that's pretty fucked up. It's like dragon fire all of a sudden. Oh. Oh, that's a death cloud.
Is this stuff just for funsies, or can you like unlock anything cool?
I don't know. I don't know that
it?
you can, if you can unlock anything cool.
That is crazy. that they went to this much effort
Yeah.
for this stuff. And there's multiple games, you say?
Yeah, I found a Donkey Kong one.
What are the other holotapes? Just like
Some of them will be
messages from
logs
people?
and stuff like that.
Okay.
Just audio logs.
Yeah.
But Red Menace is the first one you find. Or the first one I found. And it's like a surprisingly competent... like, you know, it's not meant to be like an amazing arcade game or anything like that. Like, it moves weird.
Yeah.
But as far as like hilarious fucking Donkey Kong clones go, this is
Get that power
pretty
armor.
good.
Power armor.
Oh God. I'm not trying to get points. I don't need the power armor. You can't jump when you're wearing the power armor. As if it were a hammer of some kind.
Just rolling nukes at you?
Yeah, I guess so.
Looks like that's what it is.
Also, there's no ladder here at the end. I just have to walk up here to end the level, so totally not Donkey Kong. But it does say how high you get 50M. And it's the Pie Factory. It even has the fucking retractable ladders. Like, this is... like, you would think their joke game would be like, okay, here's the first screen of Donkey Kong over and over again.
No, they made
But
Donkey
instead
Kong.
they fucking just
wow.
kind of made... I don't know if the elevator level is in here, because I beat this level and I went back to the first level again. So maybe it doesn't have all 4 Donkey Kong screens, but...
I think you win.
Yeah.
It's hard out.
Well,
All right, so it just started over.
yeah. But I'm doing pretty well here, so... Let's just see if I can beat this level and verify that it's just the Pie Factory again. Yeah, okay. So 3 of the 4 screens, and normally this would, when you were porting Donkey Kong to another console, normally this would be the level that got left out.
Yeah, the NES one didn't have this one. It had the elevator one.
Is that just the combat music, like, subtly playing in the background?
Yeah.
You just had to take a Donkey Kong break.
Sounds a lot like the hammer music.
Yeah. All right.
That's absurd.
Yeah. But that's, you know, like, that's been the thing that Fallout is, and you know, has been good at trading in the past, is like going deep on absurd things. Yeah. Oftentimes it seems like at the expense of like polish, I guess. Fidelity in some cases.
I like how you were playing that the whole time while Nick was like having a shootout with turrets on the outside.
Yeah. Hang on, Nick, I've got to do something. Man, I left all that power armor on the ground. I'll have to remember that. All right, so you want to go to town?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Let's see, talk to somebody.
Oh, talk to somebody. Okay, well, let's actually do a quest then. Let's see here.
Do that one. You have to talk to somebody.
That one, I think you have to like fight your way to him. And that might take a long time, so. Let's talk to the settlers about their troubles. All right, there.
Is this the entire map? How far out can you zoom? And do you know if this is it?
I mean, unless there's an area that is an entirely second map, which I don't know.
Yeah.
I assume this is it.
All right. That looks pretty big.
There's an achievement for finding 100 locations, and it seems like this one map has more than enough to do that.
Yeah, sure.
So that makes me think if there was a second map, they would have said 200 locations or something for the trophy or whatever.
Have you found many of these guys?
I found like 3 of them.
Yeah.
Do those give you stuff, skill points?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's different stuff. It's it's not always just like, hey, now you have an extra point in strength. Sometimes it's like, hey, you can sneak better. Yeah. Gotta pump it up.
Hey there.
Did the Minutemen send you?
All right. So
this is the dialogue system. It doesn't tell you what exactly what you're saying.
Okay.
It just gives you kind of rough, truncated, kind of like the gist of what you're gonna say, which a couple times has bitten me in the ass. Where I thought like one thing was gonna be like have a different tone to it than it did. Generally speaking, you'll have like triangle as like a dig into this deeper. Square is where the kind of sarcastic answer usually is. And then X is usually positive and circle is usually negative, but there have definitely been cases where it hasn't mapped to that quite as well as I thought, I guess.
Yes, I'm here to help. What's going on?
There's a group of raiders that won't leave us alone, stealing our food and supplies, threatening us if we can't get them.
What did Nick care
We know where
about
they're
that?
coming from.
Oh, what did he say?
It just said Valentine liked that.
Oh, I don't know.
Any idea how many raiders we're talking
Mind
about?
your own business,
No
Nick.
telling, I'm afraid. This time there were 3, but who knows how many are back at their base.
Okay, bye.
All right.
Sometimes it seems like it's, hard to get them into like the dialogue system, even in cases where they would have something to say. And it definitely does that thing where like they'll stand up and look at you very slowly. Like they'll get up from bed and get into position to talk to you, say one sentence and immediately lay back down. And you're like, wait, I was hoping that would lead to actual dialogue. Wait, no, is something broken? Wait. And like,
anything. You stop by at the office.
Sure. You got it. Thanks, Nick.
just over here chatting. All right.
Nick gets around, huh?
Yeah.
It's known far and wide.
That's a nice little setup. Mind one of these occasions.
Okay. This takes forever. Like getting in and out of some of the workshop animations and stuff takes a little longer.
So that looting is way quicker, though.
It is. Looting's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick just fucking getting wild. Never seen one of these pumps before. Seriously, what are you doing, dude?
What the hell is that thing doing here?
That's what your parents used to say to you.
Okay, so they've got a raider problem. We could go take care of it. Or do you want to go talk to more people to try to see more of the
I'm
dialogue?
kind of curious to just like see a town or something.
All right, let's
Is Diamond City the only like big one, or?
no, I mean
Or
there's
maybe we
Diamond
just go
City
there.
is like a current active post-wasteland town,
I
but there's
see.
also just like
Like is it
Boston.
right. Is that the megaton of this game?
It's the biggest settlement that I've seen so far.
All right.
We'll go to Diamond City, but we'll go outside because it's kind of located in the middle of an urban wasteland, as opposed to where we've been. So, you find the dog right away. It's like between the power armor and the dog being so early on, it just seems like they're like, hey, these are systems that people never engaged with in previous Fallouts.
Right.
So here is power armor. Here is a companion. Figure it out. So okay, this is Diamond City.
Yeah, that looks like the Fallout town.
Yeah, it's very much Fallout town.
Significantly so.
Yeah. We'll head out.
To the Fens.
Yeah.
Wait, is this Fenway?
Yeah, believe so.
Okay.
They never call it that.
Have you seen like the park downtown? Like, how accurate do they try to make it to?
I don't know. I've not spent enough time wandering around Boston to.
Yeah.
They talk about Quincy.
I think I've.
That's where Irrational used to be.
Okay. I don't think I've been there yet. Can you go to Quincy or?
No,
I hear
it's alluded to in the story, but
it.
I maybe you can. I don't know. I have not been to Quincy.
It sounds like there was a huge like war there or something.
So yeah, they've turned a stadium into their city. And generally when you're in the city, bad shit happens. There are a lot of bad things to shoot around here. Or a lot of things that want to murder you. It's been rough. Most of my treks to the city go bad.
You mean where you are right now?
Yes.
Okay. Like literally on the doorstep of the big town.
Yeah.
I guess that's why they're in a fortified ballpark.
Yeah. But this looks like an area we could fill in if we can just get to the right spot here.
What was the...
oh, shit.
Oh. Man, you don't have a head anymore. Bummer for you.
Yeah.
It said you picked up a Trinity Tower radio signal or something like that? What does that mean? Is
That's
that
just another radio signal you can tune into?
That's just a radio station?
Yeah.
Okay, doesn't mean it's a quest marker or something like that? Man, right in the small of the back.
He's there, he's still there!
God, just a fucking kidney shot.
He's gone.
Ugh, that's...
There are a lot of mannequins in this game for reasons I don't understand.
Like literal mannequins.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Like, there's a lot of just mannequins just standing around town. And I don't know if maybe that'll be a quest. There'll be some fucking weirdo who's setting up fucking mannequins. He's a damn creep. But I don't know.
What's that?
He's still alive? Christ.
That's not a great shot. Okay.
Do you have many of those laser weapons you have to crank? I got a couple of those.
I got one, and you use a kind of story early on. You know what this game would... Oh, man. I wish you could climb. Like, I wish I could, like, very easily just, like, get into, like, from here to over to there.
A little mantle.
Like a slight mantle.
A little clamor.
It just feels really... Like, this game feels really old, movement-wise, because it's just this jump, and you can kind of jump over some stuff, and it just doesn't... You feel limited in how you can get around the environment in ways that, like a lot of other games are moving away from.
Or streamlining, or
yeah,
letting you just kind of circumvent.
That guy's head is gone. A lot of the same stuff of like duck to see if there's anything in range. Okay, I'm hidden. That means nothing's looking at me. Great.
Yeah, just being able to D-pad through the things instead of going into that separate menu after you hit A is fantastic.
Yeah. It's a smart change. Limb damage still happens. See my limb health doing pretty good here.
But you can't put a stim pack on a specific limb anymore, right?
It seems like you just use one stim pack and it'll heal all limbs at a significant amount and also your health. Which seems okay. All right, so we murdered those guys. Oh shit, mines! Just keep running.
Was Fallout Shelter supposed to tie in any way to this game? Like
I don't think so.
Not really. Like they didn't say where it was set or anything like that.
Right.
16 rats. Oh shit.
Yikes.
So you see that my health bar is now shitty.
Yeah.
Has been crapped up with radiation sickness. Why am I bleeding? asshole.
Like spitting shit at you?
Yeah, he might be.
Yeah.
I think he is. Stingwing.
Encounters like this are why I feel like I'm always out of fucking bullets.
Stingwing and Bloodbug.
Nope,
That's
this
right
guy.
next to you. Fuck you.
I'll be doing the world a service.
Got your back, Nick. Oh.
Eat that meat.
Notice if you like drink vodka, you'll get a temporary boost to strength that lets you like carry that.
Yeah.
As in real life.
Yes.
I guess I could drink the vodka, then fast travel to get rid of my stuff.
Yeah. It's like those spells in Skyrim that you could use to just temporarily do that.
Intelligence down by 1.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Smell that from here.
Leave me alone.
You don't have a nose.
You don't know what I need.
Stop fronting.
I like how your little Pip-Boy in your stat thing looks drunk after you drink.
Yeah.
That looks cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, there are factions involved. You know, you end up kind of meeting up with the Brotherhood of Steel, and they've got their own quest lines and all of the other stuff. And yeah, it's a Fallout game.
Okay.
They made a Fallout game. I
think I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm enjoying it. Help defend Starlight Drive-In. Oh, you see, so okay, so that just gave me a sign that one of my other locations is getting trashed.
Okay.
Let's head over there real quick and see how it goes. Let's heal up here. I wish the Pip-Boy's a little bit faster. I mean, you can favorite stuff, and you know it's generally okay, but it's. I should have just drank the water. Oh well. Oh well.
Dirty water has rads.
Let's fast travel over to
drive-in.
The drive-in and see what's. Oh yeah, see that. Oh, that didn't show up there. The drive-in is.
Is that up
right there.
Yep. That thing's supposed to be.
Probably some kind of VR rig.
Free your mind, man.
Remember that one vault you go to and you end up getting. I bet that's what this would do. I don't know if that factors into the game or not, but hey. Help defend 10 Pines Bluff. Okay, apparently it's just on at my locations. Damn bugs.
Sir?
Everything okay over here, man?
Is there something you forgot to tell us?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
I don't like your odds.
Nah.
Okay. Well, I mean, we could just sit here and wait for him to get down here.
He's got a double-barrel shotgun.
These numbers will change, you know, obviously, as they kind of get in and out of range. Completed. All right. Let's get some bullets off these guys. Quick hair trigger pipe pistol. I wonder what that does. I wonder what upgrade that is. Take a look at it when I get some time. So yeah, I built this place. I put some melons in here, and he's harvesting the melons. I put in this water pump and this recruitment beacon and this generator. And then there's radiation there, so I can't. Oh, that's a lot of rats. That's a lot of rats. That's bad. Don't get water, Nick. Nick, don't get water.
He's not too concerned.
All right.
And why should he be?
You know, I can use some Radaway to get rid of radiation sickness. And we could go defend the other location here if you want, and then why don't we call it?
All right.
I guess it doesn't really say here if it's being attacked, but these other places have no defense. I've put no time into anything other than Sanctuary Hills, so...
Wait, are all those being attacked?
No. This is just, you see the defense is 0, so it just gives you a little thing.
Hey, you should...
In Sanctuary Hills, it says the defense is low, but when I get there, it doesn't show up as red, so I don't know...
Which one was being attacked? 10 Pines?
10 Pines Bluff, which I can't select it from there and travel there, unfortunately, so I have to go find it
You can
here.
do... No, the square is showed on map when you're back there.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, go over it and hit the square.
Ah, yes. It's a good tip. Load times don't seem too catastrophic.
No, they're okay. Yeah, I mean,
on here,
it's longer than you'd like.
I mean, yeah, obviously, any load time is too much load time.
Sure.
But like coming for I remember Skyrim on 360 was painful.
That was a long time ago.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so Dan, you've been playing the PC version. Like, how's the frame rate been and resolution
awesome.
and stuff? Has that been good?
Everything looks awesome. I mean, outside of character models are still pretty plain and robotic and everything. But yeah, load times have been real quick. Frame rate's awesome. I had it freeze up on me once, and I also have some HUD errors where it keeps getting kind of squeezed in until I restart the game.
Yeah.
So a couple little hiccups and stuff, but overall, this is the first time I've seen a PS4
that's
one.
That's the guy I want.
And yeah, definitely looks better. Also, it's cool to see that the console one has the quick save as well.
Legendary enemy has mutated, which is frustrating because it means he gets all his health back as a part of that. All right.
How much AP do you need to activate Vats? Does it have to be full?
It doesn't have to be full. I can, that just determines how many shots I'll get, in that Vats session.
Right. Man, this place is
legendary slow time.
They're really putting it to 10 Pines here.
Yeah.
Stemmed. So ridiculous. That completed flag you keep getting, are these little mini quests, or is it
I think it's warning me that this place is under attack, and then when I clear out the infestation, it's like, hey, good job, you're done.
It's not necessarily a quest reward situation or anything.
Yeah, no. I think it's more just kind of taking care of business. Where'd the legendary guy go? He's got something on him.
Oh yeah.
That I'd want to loot. There he is.
Road leathers.
Mutant Slayer's Pipe Bolt Action Rifle, 50% more damage against super mutants.
Wow.
Well,
that seems good.
Yeah, and I can modify a lot of things about this. I can make this gun like my existing bolt action rifle, and it would still maintain the super mutant powers through the modification system. So that's, that's cool. Anything else? Anything else? Nah. I always hit circle to get out of looking at something, and I don't need to, and it means I'm just calling up the Pip-Boy needlessly over and over again, and it's just frustrating. All right, and I'm encumbered again here. So, how much? 1. Okay, great. We can handle that. I can
up a carrot.
Drink 2 dirty waters, and we're good. All right, so this base looks like it's taken care of. That's Fallout. I mean, there's a lot more to it, and there's story stuff that we didn't really touch on here, because it's, story stuff.
Yeah, a lot of it for me just comes down to the,
the
quality of the content, the quality of the writing.
I'm enjoying it so far. I think that the content so far has been good. The writing has been fine. I guess, I can't help but be somewhat disappointed in how similar it is to the previous Fallout games, and it's in that it is janky. It's It's fucking janky. It's fucking Nick standing in the middle of the air. You know, it's me planting crops at my base and they're hovering above the ground for some reason. It's, you know, like trying to start a conversation with somebody and then him getting caught on someone else and the whole everyone just jittering and butting up against each other for a couple seconds until it figures itself out and starts working. And it's all the stuff that these games have always done that is less and less acceptable as time goes on, you know? And it's one of those things that's just, it's frustrating that the game is not tighter than it is. But there's a lot of it,
yeah,
and I'm enjoying playing it just the same.
Sure. I think, for real, I mean, it's going to vary for every person, but I kind of made my peace with that stuff with Skyrim. Yeah. Like, I just kind of accepted that that's the way it's going to be with Bethesda's RPGs. And
yeah, I guess so, but it's one of those things where now, like, I live in this constant fear of like, am I gonna? And I've had to reboot the game to get things to work. So I've had moments where it's been like,
when it's game breaking, it's no longer fun.
Yeah, I've had moments where it's been like, wait, am I never gonna be able to get onto this vehicle ever again?
Yeah, I mean,
my game is now permanently broken.
Yes.
So okay, I need to save and warp out and warp back in. Okay, I gotta work out. Thank God.
It goes without saying that it stops being endearing when it prevents you from playing the game properly.
Yeah, like there are endearing things about the way that these games have been fucked up. And there are things where you're like, I have no faith in this game. Like, it could spin apart at any moment and take my save with it. Like, that's my feeling about this game. And that's a bad place to be. I'm surprised that, like, that those criticisms weren't kind of taken to heart a little more and dealt with, I guess. Right, Mama Murphy?
You're looking for. I know it.
She seems a little out of it.
Yeah, she
loves drugs.
She hangs out with Mr. Goodfields a little too often, if you get my drift. All right, you guys, that's Fallout 4.
All right.
Cool.
I'm glad to know what this game is now. Oh yeah, third person. That looks okay. That looks playable.
You could do this.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would.
It looked really bad in Skyrim. This looks way better.
Yeah.
I mean, I still wouldn't play it this way, but it looks like you could now.
Yeah.
So that's nice to see.
All right. See you guys.
Yeah.